Here are a few of the words that you will hear a lot around Halloween. Now, the first one is a pumpkin. Of course, everybody's heard of a pumpkin, or at least you've seen one of these. Now, what we do is we carve a face out of the pumpkin and we put a candle inside so the eyes and the nose and the mouth all light up and make it very scary for anyone to come to the house. Now, you can have friendly pumpkins and you can have really grimacely, horribly decorated pumpkins. The pumpkin was to scare away bad spirits. You don't want the evil ones coming to your house. Friendly ghosts and spirits, okay, but you didn't want your scary ones to come. And back a very, very long time ago, people thought that by making their house terrifying on the outside, the bad spirits wouldn't come into their house. They would stay well clear. They would scare the ghouls and the ghosts and the spirits away. So this is why we have a pumpkin today. Of course, now we have smiley pumpkins and we have plastic pumpkins and we have decorations with pumpkins on. But it is important to know why the pumpkin is there. In actual fact, before there was a pumpkin, it used to be a turnip. That's what they used to use and carve because pumpkins didn't actually exist way back then. They only had a turnip, which is kind of like a small white pumpkin, I suppose, and small squashes. And then little by little, it became a pumpkin. And of course, now it's commercialized. So pumpkin is the thing that everybody buys and everybody decorates. But the idea is the same. It's to scare away evil spirits. So you have pumpkin carving. You put a candle inside your pumpkin to light it up. And in America, they call it a jack-o'-lantern. Now, I'm not sure why this is. I'm not American, I'm English. So you have to ask an American about that. But I do know that often in movies, you'll hear jack-o'-lantern. It's the same thing. It's a carved pumpkin. Another word is a grave. Now, a grave is somewhere where somebody is buried. This isn't a scary place, ordinarily. A graveyard, you see, a graveyard is where there are lots of tombstones. In actual fact, I've forgotten that word on here. A tombstone is the stone that we put at the top of the grave with the name and the date of who is buried in the grave. The burial is when we put the dead person into the ground. And then dead bodies. Now, you will have heard of movies like The Rising Dead, all sorts of movies with dead in their title. And bodies, another one. Bodies is, it's a body. We all have a body, but when we talk about bodies at Halloween, it tends to be dead bodies. And then we have haunted. Now, haunted is when a ghost or a phantom or a ghoul haunts a house. Now, what does this mean? This means that when people die, we believe they go to another place, or a lot of people believe, depending on your religion. And when that person doesn't pass to that other place, wherever that other place might be, they stay and they haunt the living. So they stay around in the form of a spirit. So a form, an invisible reflection of their living self. Now, this is a little difficult to understand if you're a young person, but you've all seen a ghost in movies. You've all seen movies with phantoms and ghouls. You've all heard of these words in the titles of movies, The Haunted House or The Ghost Returns, all these famous movies. Now, what's the difference between the three? They all haunt. They all do this. A ghost tends to be your traditional white floating thing in your house. Tends to be a little bit more friendly than the other two. So a ghost maybe wouldn't scare you if you saw a ghost. A phantom, on the other hand, is not necessarily something you'd see. A phantom might live in the attic, and every time you go up to the attic, there's nobody there. There's phantom noises. Phantom means invisible, means that we can't see it with the naked eye. That's what the word phantom means. So for me, a phantom is just that. It's a spirit that we can't see. And a ghoul tends to be a miserable ghost. So he's somebody that perhaps is not happy to be dead for whatever reason. I don't think anybody's happy to be dead, but hey. And he has a miserable look on his face, and he tends to do nasty things for the living. So he's the ones that you want to be more scared of, is your ghoul. But in any case, all of these are spirits, are spirits, are spirits, are spirits, are spirits, are spirits, are spirits. Now a spirit is what? A spirit is our soul. Quite simply, the soul that is left behind when our body goes somewhere else. So I hope I haven't scared you too much. The idea is to give you the vocabulary for Halloween, and I hope you do some of these things and that you don't mind getting scared. I'm absolutely terrified of scary movies, so I don't watch scary movies, and I hope my hair and my hat don't scare you either. So it's still me, it's still Sam, and I'm still here to teach you English. One more time, we have pumpkin, pumpkin carving with a candle, a grave, graveyard, a burial and dead bodies, and haunted. You can have a haunted house, but those are people that haunt is a ghost, a phantom or a ghoul. So I hope that clears up a few of the mysteries around the vocabulary at house in sentences. So here you see haunt. The house is haunted. That means the house has a spirit living in it, or maybe more than one living in the house. A ghost haunts the house. So there we've said who it is that haunts the house. Remember, we have the S here. Why? Because it's third person singular. There is one ghost, and we don't know what the ghost is or who it is, so it's a. You see how this is coming together? Well done. And then she haunts me, same, third person, she haunts me. That can be said at any time of the year. It's when you feel like you're always thinking about somebody, maybe to somebody that has died, maybe to somebody that has been particularly horrible to you. It doesn't have to be a dead person that haunts you. It can just be a nasty comment. It can be an event that haunts you. It's something that makes you feel sad or makes you feel unhappy for some reason. So Halloween haunts me. Maybe something bad happened in Halloween a long time ago, and so the festival of Halloween haunts me. You see how you can use the verb? So we have it again, scare and haunt. I'll repeat the sentences so you can hear them. It is scary. I am scared. We can scare them. He loves scary movies. And then for haunt, the house is haunted. A ghost haunts the house, and she haunts me. Just noticed, of course, here as well, you've got, because it's he, here, and here, you've got your S's all over the place. You will notice them more and more now that you know what you're looking for. Have a happy Halloween.